The U.S.-China relationship has a number of stressful points right now, and so I don't want it to be that Taiwan is the only place. We just saw the big speech on trade. Those are ongoing tensions there. Other concerns about what's happening with respect to Beijing's ambitions beyond its borders, not just Taiwan. But I think that there's been a lot of simmering concern about what it means to have the Biden administration continuing the Trump administration's strong support for Taiwan, which I think is fantastic, but testing how that's going to play out and what concrete changes might come, not just from the Biden administration, but of course from Congress, because that's also in the mix here as an expression of U.S. support for Taiwan. And we have to emphasize we're in this very sensitive time between the PRC National Day on October 1st and Double 10 Day in Taiwan. And so that too is going to make everything have a little bit more, I think, theatrics behind it than hopefully we're going to see after this period passes.
So the news today from the Wall Street Journal of US troops training for about a year in Taiwan. Should we be surprised at this?
This news is not entirely news. I mean, there were reports before about trainings occurring. And certainly, we don't just, the United States doesn't just send hardware. There's a lot of coordination, a lot of talks, and a lot of help that occurs. Some of it is more on the direct military side, but of course also the GCTF, the Global Cooperation Training Framework. So I don't want to turn this into this, massive revelation, but it does reveal more that there is some really substantive work going on with the forces. And I think it also just brings to the fore how the Taiwan's efforts to have their overall defense strategy changing to this asymmetric warfare. It really does require a different kind of training than just sort of sending the big shiny objects, the big ticket items. And so I'm curious to see going forward to what extent we see more of this kind of collaboration and training.